Hi, everybody. I wanted to make a quick video that would help you to complete the Pardoner's Tale essay. And I feel like one of the roadblocks that is making it difficult for you is that it's been a while since we've read the story at this point and a while since we've seen the Twilight Zone episode. I'm going to go ahead and do a Venn diagram to help you organize the information from the stories. If you've never read The Pardoner's Tale and you've never watched the Twilight Zone episode, you're still going to need to do that before you write the essays. But if you've already read both of those and you're just kind of struggling to know where to start on the essay, then I hope that this will help you out. So on a Venn diagram, of course, you start with two circles, and what's in the middle is from both of them, and what's on either side is what is different. So in your essay, this middle section is going to help you write the similarities, and the outside is going to help you write the differences. So starting with the similarities, both of these stories teach that the love of money is the root of all evil. And that is the moral, or yeah, we'll call it the moral. And also in both of those stories, the greed or the love of money leads the friends to betray each other and ultimately kill each other. I should start at the top by saying that both of these involve three friends. Now, it's true that in the Twilight Zone episode, there is a fourth character who dies at the very beginning, but the primary storyline features three friends in each one of those. If you really want to get into it, there was also a fourth guy who died at the beginning of the Pardoner's Tale, but I don't really think that's significant enough to put on here. So three friends who are greedy, and it leads them to kill each other. And both groups are in a way trying to cheat death. I'll add some information over here to the side. So in the Pardoner's Tale, they're trying to cheat death by killing death because they think he killed their friend. It's kind of ironic and funny. In the Twilight Zone episode, they use cryo sleep to sleep for 100 years, and that's how they cheat death. So some more of the differences. The Pardoner's Tale is set in medieval times. It's set in the time period in which it was written. And it's also an allegory where death is a character. That's just kind of a narrative difference. The Twilight Zone has a futuristic setting, since they go 100 years into the future. And for that reason, it is a science fiction story instead of being an allegory. Some differences about the three friends. In the Pardoner's Tale that we read first, the characters are young rioters, and so they are just party-going kids. And in the science fiction story, in the Twilight Zone episode, the men are scientists. And it says at the beginning, like they each have their own specialty. In both of the stories, there is money involved, but in the Pardoner's Tale, the young rioters, they just find the gold under a tree. In the Twilight Zone episode, they actually steal the gold from a train. Then both of these stories end ironically. In the Pardoner's Tale, the ending is ironic because they find death under the tree where the old man said they would find it, but not in the way they expected. In the Twilight Zone episode, the irony is that gold is worthless in the future. There are also some differences in the way that they kill each other, and so you could get into some of those details about the fact that in this one, they like to stab the youngest one and then get poisoned. And in this one, the DeCruz is like that main character, runs over one, then gets killed by the third, and then the other guy dehydrates and dies. So there are some specific differences there. But really these overall differences should be enough for you to compose the paragraphs you need to compose. You write a similarities paragraph here in the middle about how the overall moral and some of the details are similar. You'll want to make sure that you're not just saying how they're different, but then you can, or how they're the same, but you can also add some information about why that matters. So like, why is it the same? Like the same moral, and like, why is it still just that important? And, you know, how does it teach these things? In the differences paragraph, you'll want to give some specific details about how the differences affect the story. And is one better than the other? So those are some things that you can talk about in your paragraphs. Other than that, and I want you to maybe pause and take a screenshot here so that you will be able to find this Venn diagram later. I will also probably post it separately on Kitim. And then I want you to, I'm gonna have to clear all these drawings so that I can now pop over to Teams. Am I still sharing my screen? I want you to see that. There we go. And show you that this is where you need to turn that in. This is where you'll need to connect it. Also, there is an outline for everything that needs to be included in that. It's 4 paragraphs. If you single space it, it will fit on 1 page. It is not a very long essay, and it is really supposed to be more like the kind of essay that you would write at the end of a test than an essay that you would write and then revise and write and then revise. I'm not asking you to quote anything in here, just for you to use paraphrased evidence. I'm also not asking for you to use any outside material besides your own understanding of the 2 stories. So you should not have to do any internet research on this. So I hope that this helps you to approach this and makes it a little easier to deal with. If you have other questions with the Pardoner's Tale essay, please let me know. You know that you can always contact me by Remind and by email.